Hello, I'm Rodney Robinson and I'm going to show you the Peggotty board and demonstrate its use. This is Darrell Butcher's design for his radionic instrument. It's a virtual radionic instrument called the Peggotty. It's composed of black and white perspex with a checkerboard pattern on the top and various little pegs which are inserted into the holes in the checkerboard. There is a pin at the front balancing a small metal cradle which contains, it spins round. I don't know why that needs to be like that, but that's how he designed it, and that takes the witness sample. Now the rates for the Peggotty are set by the position of the pegs, and here we have a rate already set on the Peggotty, which the rate is for lumbar vertebrae, and we have 1, 0, 8, 4, and how those numbers are created is that starting from the back edge we have the rows of squares going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can see we have 0, 1 and then a 0, and then we work our way through this way. If you get a 5, the 5 is located to the left hand side of the double line like that, rather than going that side. So that's how the rate is set. I'll tell you a little bit about the way the samples are prepared for this. A hair sample is used, and you take a small hair sample, place it on a strip of card so that the edges of the hair protrude over the edge of the card like that, and use just some sellotape around the base to secure the base of the hairs around the card. That card is then balanced carefully onto the little cradle like this, and there we go. We just leave that to do its job. Now this is the new innovation from Berkana Labs, and this is the Peggotty made by Adam Waldock. As you can see, it's a rather elegant, a very elegant unit. Looks very attractive, very light. This is also a powered Peggotty, so as well as just using it passively in this way, you can attach it to a frequency generator if you wish to, but that is purely optional. The pegs are placed here. These are the pegs, rather nicer looking than the ones on the Darrell Butcher, which are just basically notice board pin pegs. These are nicely made pegs. They have a lovely tactile feel to them, and as you can see, the difference being here is that the cradle is a golden coloured metallic disc where the sample is placed on. The rates are set the same, starting from the back edge. We have the 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we work our way this way with the rate. So the first digit is set on this row, the second on this row, the third on this row, just in the same way as the original Darrell Butcher's Peggotty is set. So I'm going to just set a rate now and show you how that's done. I'm going to use the rate for a metatarsal joint, which is 7, 5, 3, 3. So we take the pegs and we count 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. And of course you can use compensating rates as well by just taking these digits from 10, so 7 would become 3 and so forth along the rate in that way. How I prepare the sample is I've just basically done the same as the one for the Butcher design, but I've just basically used 2 circular stickers and still left the hair protruding out of the edge in that way, and then just place the witness sample onto the gold disc in that way, and you just leave the board to do its work. Now I'm not going to say too much about the Rife system, the Spooky 2 Rife system, but if you have it, this can be, sorry that's the wrong lead, this can be led, the frequencies for this, these are Hertzian frequencies, not radionic frequencies, but that can be added by attaching the frequency generator, which will then pulse any Rife frequencies through the Peggotty. You see it going by the little blue LED, which you can see glowing in just between the two, the surface plate and the base plate of Berkana Labs Peggotty, and that will flash according to the frequency that you're putting through it from the generator. That's a completely optional extra, you don't have to do it. But that is how easy the Peggotty is to use, just by basically placing pegs in according to the rate. It's not a diagnostic instrument, you need to know the rate you're going to use first, and you just basically set the rates and leave the unit to do its work. I think that's just about everything that I can say about the Peggotty, other than traditionally its use was for painful musculoskeletal disorders, but in fact we're already getting some very good feedback with the Berkana Labs Peggotty for using in a much wider range of problems, using rates for vitamins, for example, and for other beneficial remedies that can be broadcast to the witness sample and to the patient. So there we have it, the Berkana Labs Peggotty board.